Alright, well, now that we have this phasmid thing under control, let's go arrest this man, shall we? It's time to end this.
What is it?
The old man
What do
looks
you
around
want
confused.
from me? I can't go.
Well, you gotta go, my man.
Something is very wrong with him now.
Sir, how could you not see the phasmid? Okay, the phasmid was the thing messing with his brain, right? He was around here too long, and the phasmid, I guess, was chilling out in this area.
See.
He stares at the reeds and falls silent. Because it has that toxin, right? That was bubbling out of his mouth. And like in small quantities it doesn't do much, but in larger quantities, apparently it drives you mad.
Mr. Doras?
The man does not respond. He keeps staring, black eyes glazed over and bulging from their sockets. His gap-toothed mouth shaking.
Snap your fingers under his nose, yeah.
A light shiver passes him, followed by nothing.
Oh.
His hands are trembling, and he breathes slowly.
Okay, we should not touch him, right? That's like, we try and get his attention other ways first.
He's going into some kind of psychomotor immobility. The good news is, this solves our transportation problem, doesn't it, Mr. Doras?
The lieutenant inspects him gently, so you can't move, so just pick him up and rake him, I guess?
The trembling mouth appears to sigh.
Huh.
Between this and the broken tire he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here, while we go and get help. It will need to be medical first, I'm afraid.
Task complete, inspect the phasmid, gain XP. Alright. Between this and the broken tire, he's used for a boat, I think it's safe to leave him here. Okay, so he can't go anywhere, we think. You know, we should still, I don't know, maybe you go get help, I'll stay with him. I don't know. What happened to this man?
Old age and shock.
He looks at him. And you. I think it's the phasmid, yeah.
Yes, the arrest and the appearance of the phasmid, the combined stress.
He looks at you.
But you think it's something more than that, don't you?
The phasmid has some kind of toxin, dude.
There's much more. Remember what it said when it spoke.
It has a toxin that it is a neurotoxin.
Quite a few things about that health check you did on him make sense now.
I talked to the phasmid. It said it's destroying him. Yeah.
You should be more careful, detective. Are you sure it wasn't having an effect on you?
Maybe. Anyway, it's only it trying to remain unseen. The degradation is a side effect.
A valid hunch. Long-term exposure to something like that could be neurodegenerative.
Yep.
Also, please be careful when approaching unknown species in the future, detective.
Yeah, true. Could it be there's something hormonal in his relationship with the phasmid?
You mean pheromonal?
He seemed a little off for a man his age. Randy.
The scope? Knowing of her bruises? His disposition toward Miss Orania?
He nods.
I see what you mean.
Huh. Okay, so maybe the phasmid was causing him to become more sexual for his age, perhaps? Knowing of her bruises, his disposition towards Miss Orania, okay, yeah. Before, when I evaluated his state, he seemed strangely animated.
He was energetic and articulate. After all these years alone, with little hygiene or medication, I would expect worse.
Perhaps this animation is induced by something in the phasmid.
It does not seem to be animated now it's left. Honestly, I'm ready to believe anything at this point. Maybe it is psychoactive.
He looks to the sea. It is probably. It's got some kind of toxin, right?
I mean, why not? It's 3 meters tall.
It is. He takes off his glasses and cleans them. When he puts them back on, he's still staring at the sea. He couldn't see it, Kim. It's just the reeds for him.
That could be part of the shock. But you're right, something is off here. Mr. Dras.
He touches the man's shoulder.
No response.
Maybe this is how the phasmid has stayed hidden all these years.
Then how did we see it?
He thinks.
Oh, you mean, whatever does this, does it over time? Teenagers, kids, drunks, sightings are brief, and hence not credible. But anyone who spends a long time with it.
Yes, you forget it's there, I suppose.
Mr. Dras, have you ever seen a stick insect pretending to be the reeds?
The lieutenant inspects the man, yeah. So I think it just makes you mad, honestly. And then if you go ranting about a giant stick insect and you're crazy, then people really don't want to believe you, huh? The old man shudders.
The doctors will have to look at this. I hope your station has better medical personnel than 57. This is A little advanced for a nurse.
I doubt it though. Our guy seems pretty not helpful. He's been here a long time. Who knows how much of it is in its company. Yeah.
He did seem distressed when it finally came to arresting him. Like he didn't want to leave this place. And the insect, maybe.
He looks at his notebook.
I have absolutely forgotten to take notes. I hope I remember all of this.
He shakes his head in disbelief.
This will be one hell of a report. Thank God we have the photo.
The photo is pretty important.
No one would believe you without it.
Yep. We found some things in the phasmid's nest, Mr. Dross.
He stares into the reeds. Your words don't stir anything in him. Perhaps you should.
Show him the detached scope.
I lost.
He turns his eyes to it. I lost. You lost it, Mr. Dross?
He turns his eyes to the reeds again, as he's done so many times. Beige and white stripes.
So he admits to losing it. This is the scope. I mean, it's good evidence anyway. The scope.
He lost the scope. Then it somehow made its way over there. With the help of a magpie phasmid.
The lieutenant observes the lens sparkle in your hand.
This sight is a T9, Mr. Dross. Was it attached to the rifle when you made the shot?
I mean, I hope so. Otherwise, this guy has some insane eyesight.
Silence. Not even a sigh.
Show him the ceramic helmet.
Nothing. Just dull staring. Not even rage left, wherever he is. The last embers have gone out. The war is over.
Yeah, he's a finished man.
If Kuno kicked it into the sea, as he said he did, the ebb would put it back here. This makes sense. Mr. Dross could have picked it up. Or the phasmid even. If it did, this is incredible.
That's a pretty good helmet. I would like some shoes as well, but whatever. Show him the Uranese passport.
No reaction. His breathing is slow, and he appears very old all of a sudden. Around 80.
Maybe he is 80. How old is he? I forgot.
This is an old man, at last. No longer a tin soldier, but the broken down remains of a man.
Right.
Let's have a closer look at that after. I think I'll be more useful than him.
He nods towards the old man. I'm going to let you rest now, Mr. Dross.
The plastic cape flaps around his face in a gust of wind. His back is slouched, and his mouth open.
Right.
The blacks of his eyes are receding. His pupils are returning to normal.
Alright, hang tight.
We should think about getting back to the mainland. To get help. He'll be safe here. If we don't take too long.
Yeah. So, pick up the dice is still at the return. Use the boat to run to the mainland. I should also pick up the dice. Maybe? You know, he did say be quick, but I don't think we really need to be quick. You know what I mean? I think the be quick is more of a game's way of just saying be quick. You don't actually have to be quick. Again, I hope you don't have to. Oh no, maybe the game will just end when you get there. Perhaps. Anyway, it's good to have a gun anyway in our hand. In case something happens around here, what's up?
ICM? This feels familiar somehow.
Kim, what is the ICM?
Insular Indian Citizens Militia. It's the official name of the Communards Army. The black and white army of the revolution.
Okay.
Sounds an awful lot like.
The RCM, it sounds like RCM, Revachol Citizens Militia.
It does.
Why?
The RCM may descend from the ICM.
May?
It's impossible to say. It was chaos after the war. The name was good for getting people to join us. Revachol West was mostly workers and criminals.
It looks towards the darkened doorway.
Nice political thoughts rush through your neocortex. It's going to be hard to say them. Carrying around all that weight on a busted crutch is making you pant.
What I'm hearing is we descend from the glorious evolutionary army. It's a little embarrassing in 51, no? Maybe we need a rebrand. ICM sounds like ICP. Very close to the International Collaboration Police. Nice and normal that way. Maybe we need a rebrand. Yeah, go away from the communists.
No one remembers the ICM. The connotation is less important each year.
He bows to inspect the battle. A white star. Point to the star on the label.
No, an upside-down star.
He looks at it. The star was the sign of the kingdom, whatever it's called. So I guess they flipped it upside down to say we're no longer that.
With its horns in the sky, the symbol of the commune.
Alright. Are those speck stars too?
No, that's the uninhabited archipelago.
a DeLorean-era symbol of Insulinda, known as the face in the sea.
Alright, looks old. What's it still doing here?
After 44 years? That's not nearly enough to hide what happened here, Lieutenant Gefreiter.
There you are, the stuff is still here. Bullet holes.
One of these barrels was still leaking fuel, as you saw. The city is full of things like this. Old bullets, guns, fuel.
Alright, finished thought. Oh, talking about this map. How come I never had this conversation before? Interesting. Well, whatever. We're done here. Let us take this boat and get out of here.
The skiff is swaying on the waves by the dock.
Let's return to the mainland.
Let's. We are done here.
He says, adjusting his glasses, he looks out over the water.
The skiff rocks gently under your weight as you get in. The ride back is uneventful and quiet.
If you say so.
But for the sound of conversation on the water, there is someone inland waiting for you.
Is it the guy? What's his name? The leader of the workers' union?
You reach the jetty and climb out of the skiff.
Right, who's waiting for me? Hello? I don't even know what I'm doing here. Harry, we are here because we are worried. It's a bunch of cops from the whirling as well.
Look what the tide brought
Who
him.
the hell are you? Are you Jean Vicurmaire? Says the man without sunglasses. Suddenly his expression changes and he tilts his head. Is this the guy who was in the whirling all this time, shouting at me?
Harry, you're bleeding all over the place. You're half dead.
That I am.
Whatever this is, it is completely unimportant compared to what you've just seen.
That is true.
This is the man with sunglasses from the whirling in rags. But where are his sunglasses?
Wait, you're the man with the sunglasses.
That's right. And you're bleeding.
Forget about all this. There's a giant.
We're not forgetting about anything. Look at you.
He points at you with both hands. No one else seems bothered about the bleeding.
Bothered by it? Harry, you look like you need a fucking organ transplant.
I'm fine. It's okay.
Oh, fuck it. Let's not get into that.
He takes a deep breath. Who are you people?
Hello, I'm Trent Heilerstam. I believe we've met on several occasions.
You're the guy on the near the billboard with the kid. Yeah, I remember.
I'm your goddamn partner, Jean Vicomar, and this is your special task force. Or what's left of it.
He says, gesturing towards his companions. This is my special task force? This guy is part of my task force?
Special Consultant Trent Heilerstam, Patrol Officer Judith Minot.
Oh, so he was a special consultant. Alright.
Hi.
Hello, Judith.
We've come to scrape what's left of you after pavement.
I'm still alive.
Lieutenant Kim Kisoragi, Prison 57. We've just come from the island, where our investigation led us.
He points to the seafront. Why didn't you help me then, dumbasses?
We might need your help with something later.
He adds, suddenly regaining his confidence.
As if he recalled that he's in fact a decorated police lieutenant and not a naughty boy.
Well, he is not a naughty boy.
But this is clearly a departmental matter, so I'm going to leave you to discuss it among yourselves.
Let's destroy them? No. Thank you, Lieutenant.
It's good to meet you, Lieutenant Kitsuhagi.
She says warmly, flashing the lieutenant the tiniest of smiles.
Letting the lieutenant know he shouldn't feel embarrassed over the shitstorm that's about to befall you.
Great. Well, what's this about?
Ari, we want to help you. Trent, I believe this is where you come in?
He wants to help me?
I don't quite know what I'm doing here. I was asked to participate as an expert. I think I need to manage your expectations a little. I'm at best an enthusiast in cognitive science.
Cognitive, huh? You think I'm crazy?
My background is in something else entirely. I engage in neurology on a merely theoretical level. In fact, I should probably get going.
He doesn't want to be here. Alright, he makes air quotes.
No, Trent, it's too late. You're part of this shit now.
He turns to you.
What have you got to say for yourself, shit kid?
Hey, don't call me shit kid. You're a shit kid.
What does he have to say for himself? He left you to catch the bullets.
That he did.
Shit kid. What an interesting moniker.
You aren't the man in sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde. I mean, you put on a wig. Yeah, you never told me you're not the horse face woman. So Trant Helsman turns out to be special consultant Trant Sedman. Duped again. You mentioned a task force. Yeah, what's a shit kid first?
You. Shit kid? That's you.
Great.
Maybe you've deserved it.
Huh. How did you know I was here?
The cafeteria manager you fucked over told us where you went.
Turn to face the general direction of the whirling and yell, "Damn you, cafeteria manager! You betrayed me for the last time." I saved his establishment and he betrays me? I mean, it's not really betrayal, is it? They're cops. I understand, okay. Guard told you.
And people on the street helped us too, with your whereabouts.
She looks around, huh?
You're a legend among the drunks, Harry. A legendary local drunk.
You aren't the man with sunglasses at all. You're not even blonde.
Guilty as charged. I heard you'd lost your mind and your memory. I wanted to see if it was true.
I lost my memory, not my mind, I think. He exchanges a look with the special consultant.
And it was. Good work, Harry. You're insane now. There's one less person for me and everyone else to rely on.
Insane. So you relied on me before?
He
That's
was
nice.
too sarcastic for you to realize who he was.
Actually, I suspected something was off. Maybe if you hadn't been so sarcastic, I would have realized I knew you. Okay, I don't being lied to. Okay, I had that coming. Yeah, maybe if you hadn't been so sarcastic, I would have realized I knew you.
I'm clinically depressed, Harry. Sorry if I wasn't in the mood to batter you up after you told us to fuck off.
Actually, I suspected something was off.
Did you? Or did you literally not recognize my face? We've been partners for how long, Harry? Don't answer that. You don't remember.
Well, I don't remember. That's true.
Absolutely no idea. 100 years?
I guess not. You never told me you're not the horse-faced woman. Point to her.
No, my name is not Horse-Faced Woman. It's Judith Minot. I was assigned to your unit 2 months ago. I thought we were friends.
We are friends. We're still friends. I just have a stupid head. I'm truly sorry, Officer Minot. Porter Officer Minot, glad to make the acquaintance. Let us put the past behind us. Yeah.
Right, sir.
My tone is suddenly very cold. Oh, come on. So, Trant Helston turns out to be special consultant Trant Helston.
Yes, I'm Trant Heilstein.
Helston.
I never said I wasn't Trant Heilstein.
Wait, what is up with the kid then?
Mikhail? Mikhail's my son.
Oh yeah? What was with all the interesting history? Spying on me?
No, I was just interested in the Feld building and the Martinez beachhead. And Mikhail wanted to see Martinez. It was a coincidence.
So what are you special consulting here?
What indeed? I was asked to share my take on some of the more obscure theories developed in Königstein in the 30s. Like partial psychotraumatic amnesia, group personality theory.
Amnesia. He's here about me. I see.
He's here to see if you're insane. He's smart. Let's move on.
Alright. Duped again. No one's who they say they are.
Duped? Hey, here's a brilliant idea. Don't be a morbid drunk and you won't be duped so easily.
Gardener, scab leader, this turned to the lieutenant. Tell me, at least you are who you say you were.
Yes, I'm still Kinki Solagi, still a lieutenant from Precinct 57.
You know, I am acting kind of crazy in this one, but you know what, whatever. You mentioned a task force.
Yeah, Major Crimes Unit, under Lieutenant Dubois and Vicomar. Ring any bells?
Refresh my memory. Who else is in this?
Refresh your memory? It's a goddamn Major Crimes Unit. There's you, me, Jude, Tron fucking Heidelstown, and Guillaume Baby.
He stares at you. Guillaume Baby, who the hell is that?
I'm technically just a civilian advisor.
He's an advisor, that's fine. And these two guys are the police people. And me, I guess I'm apparently very good.
Oh, fuck you. You're part of this shit show.
Yeah, first, who's Guillaume Baby?
Oh, that's an interesting story, actually. Guillaume
not
Baby is a
smiling.
police reporter who joined our team. He was really good. Then he left because he lost faith in your ability to lead the unit.
Oh, he left because of me?
Other people have left too. Good, smart people. People we won't get back. Only me and this really patient patrol officer are still here. And Tron because I'm forcing him to stay.
Okay.
Is this Guillaume Bevy blonde and partial to sunglasses?
Oh, no, he's not. It was him dressed up. Come on. Is this Guillaume Baby blonde with sunglasses like you were?
See? There. He's getting it. I was impersonating him. Look at me, I'm G-Baby. It was going to be funny, but then you really did have brain damage, so not so much anymore.
Okay, so he was impersonating him. Good. If he wags his finger at you, he's getting it. Right. Okay, so what does this unit do?
Do? It's a major crimes unit. We clear the desk of cases so Precinct 41 doesn't look like the worst station in town. We are shit tier now, Harry. Because of you.
So I was the main guy here? Okay.
The 41st isn't.
He trails off, not wishing to finish the sentence. So he's trying to support me. Where have you been all this time? There was a mercenary tribunal.
God damn it, Harry.
He shifts his weight, crossing his arms and looks you in the eye.
You told us to fuck off. You said we're cramping your style. Your detective god. Fuck everything. All we burn. Detect or die.
Wait, so you let me face a squad of trained killers alone just to teach me a lesson? Yeah.
It wasn't like that.
It sounds like that.
Fuck you, Harry. We didn't know there was gonna be a tribunal, did we?
All will burn, Satellite Officer Vicumane. Make no mistake about it. I remember his rank. Why didn't you detect or die then? Why would you leave a literal police god? I said all those things. I'm not like that anymore. All will burn, Satellite Officer Vicumane. Make no mistake about it.
Here we go. Alcoholic delirium. Visions. All must pay.
He shakes his head. I'm acting crazy, I know. None of this is ringing any bells. Move on.
The bells aren't ringing because you have brain damage. Trant,
He turns to
this is
blonde.
where you come in. How bad is it?
How bad is my brain damage?
Well, he doesn't have visible tremors.
I
He
don't.
talks without slurring. He can drive a boat.
I can.
He's standing.
I am.
Reasoning.
Indeed.
All good signs, but complete retrograde amnesia. Episodic and semantic.
What does that mean?
Meaning, you forgot both who you are and the definitions of money, e-solar, pound, and so on.
So I lost my memory as in all... Okay, so about stuff. But I remember how to talk still. So there's that.
As displayed in the station call, our interactions with him, and I don't want to be a snitch,
He makes air
but
quotes.
also mine with him before when Harry did not seem to know who I was. It's all very interesting.
I just have amnesia, that's all.
Interesting?
Yes, interesting. I have my theories, but I would like to hear Harry's thoughts first.
He turns to
Harry,
you.
what do you think happened to you? Neurologically, psychologically, and why not socioeconomically?
Wait, socioeconomically, you think I'm so poor I lost my memory?
Not when you phrase it like that. But I don't think critical theory. I know everyone thinks this is far-fetched pink academia, but still, I don't think it should be off the table here.
Or that I'm so poor I lost my memory. Come on, man.
What? He lost his memory because of capitalism?
That would be something cool, though.
No, not like that. I'm not talking Verrede for school here. But Harry, I asked you, what do you think happened?
I drank so much I lost my memory and now I'm slowly recovering it. I made it all up. It was a fantasy, a stupid joke. I know what I am. Well, now I don't. It might have something to do with an anomaly in the church, a 2mm hole in the world. I'm a highly experienced experimental detective. This was the method I used to solve the case. Something so sad happened to me that I couldn't be myself anymore. Defense mechanism. Well, this anomaly in the church is there, a 2mm hole in the world. But I don't think it caused whatever is happening to me. I think I just drank so much and I lost my memory. I mean, this makes the most sense. But should I say things that make the most sense, or should I say things because they're cool? Like, this is pretty cool. It might have something to do with the church, a 2mm hole in the world.
Corresponding to the 20cm hole in your brain. Sure. This theory has great symmetry. I see how it folds into itself neatly.
No, go check it out.
Precisely, Satellite Officer Vicmere. It's Martinez.
I suspect there might be something wrong with Martinez. I'll explain later, but there's another man who's lost his memory, a crab man. I knew you'd be too close mind to understand the anomaly. Take this seriously. I suspect there might be something wrong with Martinez.
Yes. Anomaly. Look, I get it. In your delirium, you came up with an anthroponetic explanation for why you're such an insane drunk. And I understand.
I shouldn't have said this, should I?
If you investigated further, you or Kim would have more to say. But you didn't, so here we are.
Okay, we didn't investigate. Because we're the stupid kids. I should have let them play music.
I've been there. Perhaps it's not because he's a petulant teenager in a 40-year-old man's body. Perhaps it's pale-related. Perhaps it's extra-physical.
Maybe.
Or perhaps it can be cured with mesmerism. But then I think, no, that's unlikely. He's probably just an asshole. A drunk asshole who pretends to have amnesia to get out of shit.
I don't pretend to have amnesia.
But Detective Vigmer,
Seen
he has
projects.
blanked out before.
I have?
Yes, a couple of times. After some of the more serious benders.
She pauses, remembering.
One was after the two drunks case, the other when we looked into that mural.
I remember these, I read them in the notes.
So you don't remember not remembering. Beautiful.
It is beautiful.
The two cases in your ledger, the unsolvable case and the next world mural, those were recent.
So maybe I have started losing my memory recently.
Those cases were hard on you.
Were they? The unsolvable, the next world mural was hard? Yes.
Interesting. So at first he dipped his toes into it, prepared. That's where he would have gotten the idea, yes. Practice. And then he used alcohol to get there, so to speak.
You think I did this to myself?
What do you mean?
Well, here's my theory. What if this is an absolutely normal reaction to the world we're living in? What if this is not a significant anomaly at all? Something to be explained, approached as a defect? Look at the sensory input here.
He gestures towards the scenery. It is kind of cool.
Look at the ruins, the neon. Listen to the radio, the multitudes, the people. Live here for 40 years. As a police detective, he's like a magnetic reader on the world team, to borrow a non-metaphor. Harry's been pushed flat against it. Total input.
Okay.
Hardwired to the free market. He just needed for its end.
He nods confidently.
Okay, Trent, thank you. That's absolutely meaningless.
It is meaningless.
I'm glad we brought you. Will he or will he not be able to work in the major crimes unit? Is he a cretin now? I want to know that.
That's an important question.
He's not a cretin, and he is able to do work. If not in his previous leadership role, then as a line detective.
Fuck you all, I don't want to be in the unit. You know, I'm ready to lead again.
No one even mentioned that. I misphrased my question. It should have been, is he able to put his clothes on and use the body? Or do we need to get him on the disability pension?
Great. He looks at you, then at Trent. Now I can lead. What now? Proceed.
Now nothing. Now we're just going to stand here.
Really?
No. Now we discuss that. What the fuck did you do to a motor carriage? Why is it there, Harry?
Hold on, in the ocean feigned ignorance, it was stolen by Jacob Era. It wasn't me, it was stolen by traffic hooligans. I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk, as the killer was underwater. The time had come, Tequila Sunset. I don't know what it's doing there. No, I drove it into the ocean when I was drunk.
Ah, so refreshing. He just admits it.
Yeah.
Thank you for your honesty. Thank you for destroying 45,000 real of police property that's coming out of everyone's payslip.
Oh, great. Stop complaining.
It doesn't matter.
He
Your
exhales to calm
badge,
his
Harry.
breathing.
Show me your badge.
Wait, my badge?
The thing that tells people you're a police officer.
I got my badge right here. Show it to them.
In a rush to demonstrate your badge,
Legendary
your
failure.
eager fingers can't sustain a grip on the smooth plastic, and the badge slips out of your hand.
Oh, come on. Legendary failure. Hey, 72% chance to get it though. Catch it. Boom. Success. Oh, we got it. Look at that.
Not today, badge.
Behold my badge.
And your gun?
He asked, unimpressed by the piece of plastic in your hand.
As if having your badge and gun are natural states, not achievements.
Yeah, well, I found them both.
What is it with all these material objects?
Ruby's gun. I upgraded my gun to a rifle. Gun, behold all my guns. If anything, I need more hands. Yeah, show him your 2 pistols and 2 rifles.
I don't care about your collection, you hoarding freak. Is one of them your service weapon? I only want to know about that one gun.
He waved your arsenal away without looking. Yeah, I've got that. Show him the boring sidearm.
He has it. And he didn't drop it. You're drunk like a bum, Harry. Put that thing away before you kill someone.
Great. I'm not a drunk. I haven't started drinking again.
So you forgot to drink?
Uh-huh.
I don't buy it. Why do you smell like a corpse then?
Well, I am wearing armor taken from a corpse.
He's wounded.
He looks at you.
It's been a long week, and he's handled an actual corpse.
No idea what you're smelling. I washed death off me. Yeah, I've handled an actual corpse. It's been a bit of a week. Sorry I smell bad. Yeah, sorry I smell bad.
a bit of a wig?
He squints.
You're drunk.
I'm not
and you
drunk.
let a suspect escape, a certain Glacier, because you were too drunk to assess a flight risk.
She didn't do anything. She wasn't a suspect.
We've read the report, Sari. Lieutenant Kitsuragis. We know.
Classy, she was some kind of spy from the Occident, specially trained. Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave a vital clue to lead us to the island. Okay, I got duped here. Yes, I had to go as an act of mercy. Small detail in a huge case. That doesn't matter. None of it does. We're looking at the oxygen holocaust times a quadrillion. I have come to know the final fate of man in the universe. Well, no, let's not say that. Not taking her in was the right thing to do. She gave us a vital clue that led us to the island.
Oh well, if she was nice. I'm not even gonna get into the other suspect. The one who shot herself. In the head.
Well, she tried to kill us. You rubbed this face in frustration.
Or the fact that you're ever Claire's little peony now. Doing I don't know what for him. That's small time stuff. That's nothing. That's a humorous anecdote.
No, I didn't do what he wanted.
Compared to the 7 people who were gunned down, the streets are literally red with blood, Harry. It was fucking mass murder.
Yeah, well, they're dead now, right?
He did everything he could.
Yeah.
We did
didn't even shoot
everything
first.
we could. The company hired and vetted mercenaries. Lieutenant Dubois got between them and the locals.
That I did. Come on, man. Give me some credit.
He did so at considerable risk to his person. Remember, he was shot. We stopped an execution, not a negotiation. The loss of life was minimal compared to what it could have been.
Yes, what you said. I also solved the case. It solved all of it. Yeah, it was a massacre. We got wiped. Where the hell were you? He didn't know about it. The firefight is a trivial matter compared to the greatest discovery of the century. I'm just sorry. I also solved the case. It solved all of it.
Detective, it's better if I do that.
He says in a lowered voice.
It's so much better if he does this. 1,000,000 times better.
Huh.
Thank you for the input, Lieutenant Kitsuragi. I didn't mean to suggest you didn't handle the situation.
He brushes a stray strand of hair out of his eye and coughs.
He thinks of apologizing, but decides against it.
He's a rude guy.
You've spent the week with him on this case. What is your take?
He thinks I'm a cool guy, right?
On the case?
On me, I think.
On Lieutenant Geoffrey Dubois.
Well, the drinking, the gun losing, also losing the badge. That's all true. Although he has not been drinking on the job this week.
Hey, there you go. He pulls up his collar.
See?
Yep, I'm good.
1 week.
Yeah.
Then there's the self-flagellation issue. He likes to apologize, profusely, making it sound like he's guilty of at least first-degree murder. It's not a good communication strategy for an officer. It's worrying, especially considering his political views. Detective Dubois is, as you may know, a Mazovian socio-economist. He wants to liquidate the ruling class, which, again, for a police officer, is a little odd.
I never said I was a Major socio-economist.
You should yell something.
That's not a good idea.
Yes, let's let the big boys talk.
Other still, he is also an ultra-liberal hustler who is always on the grind. How he reconciles these 2 points of view, I do not know. But he is vocal about both of them.
I say what I need to get, people to like me. The lieutenant pinches the root of his nose.
And then there's the motor carriage in the sea, something I was not present for.
He breathes in sharply.
But despite all this, he is a great detective. One of the best I have seen, in fact.
Well, thank you, Kim.
He can talk human beings into telling him anything, and he doesn't stop. In all the time I've spent with him, he has not once stopped working on the case. He is tireless, madly driven.
Well, thank you, Kim.
Well, except that one time when he stopped to sing karaoke, which, by the way, I have to disagree with you, Mr. Vicmar, was a valiant effort. He really sang his heart out.
Yeah, I tried.
Okay, he did something.
I did. See?
Other than that one time, he has tirelessly worked on the case, and he solved it.
I did.
We have a confession,
You do?
a
What
murder
weapon?
weapon, and the perpetrator, locked on the island right now, awaiting transportation.
Indeed.
He apprehended a revolutionary brigade who stayed hidden for 50 years, ever since the revolution, who's probably committed other murders over those years.
He pauses.
Oh, and he also discovered a new species.
That I did.
A new species?
Indeed. The Insulindian
A
phasmid.
colossal stick insect. It was on the island, camouflaged as the reeds. It unfolded from the reeds. I think we may be dealing with the Insulindian phasmid.
Indeed we did. Look at that, I'm so cool.
He takes out the photo and shows it to the officers across the yard. Thick white snow falls all around you. Flakes stick to the glossy photo of the phasmid.
Yeah, be careful with that.
You hear gasps beneath the howling of the wind.
Indeed, it's a good photo.
As you can see, it's about 3 meters tall. In fact, we think it may be the largest land invertebrate ever discovered.
Boom shakalaka, motherfucker. Hosina. So as you can see, I'm pretty okay detective and an absolutely giant communist. Hosinha.
Fucking hell is that?
The man
Is
crazy.
this somehow connected to the case?
Well, no. But no, yes, it is. The man got mad, was crazy because of it.
Detective?
He turns to you. Boom, boom, boom. Kirm, yes, I believe the pheromone it emits may be responsible for the killer's mental degradation.
The old man was not aware of the phasmid's presence. Exhibiting a strange, atypical dementia, he fell into a stupor after its appearance. He became near catatonic.
So it is connected.
It is connected. He's nothing to say.
I must say, this
He points to the
is
photo.
absolutely extraordinary. It's... I don't even have words for it.
I do not. I don't either.
Yes. It really does make it hard to fire the drunk.
His tired eyes follow the photo as the lieutenant puts it away. You can't fire me now.
Now you make your case. Now is the time. Now or never.
Also, the phasmid was female. The reeds are its nest. Yeah.
Female? What makes you think so?
Well, she talked about children.
You had to see it. It had the subdued colors of a female. And the nesting behavior too, I think.
Yep.
Incredible. Were there eggs in the nest?
No.
Not as far as I could see. There were other things there, though.
He turns to you. Yeah.
It's interesting time. Forget about the rest.
I think it reproduces by parthenogenesis. I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds. So we'll start with this. It had gathered items in its nest. A helmet, a scope, and a passport.
Actually, you know, this would indicate it was a male. This is far from anything in my field, but I think such nests are called bowers. They are for attracting mates.
I guess, yeah, to show off. Look at how smart I am and stole stuff.
Bowers are built by males of the species who can't afford colorful mating displays physically. This one was plain colored.
Well, I still think it was female.
Of course, as I said, I'm only guessing. I didn't see it. It must be robust if it can move a whole helmet with its limbs.
It must be. He pauses, turning something over in his head. I think it reproduces by parthenogenesis.
As in cloning itself? What makes you think so?
Observation. Just a hunch, it told me. Well, let's not say it spoke to me. You know what? It does sound crazy that it spoke to me. Should I tell them it spoke to me? It told me. He ignores your
Then
answer.
it wouldn't matter if it's male or female. The bower would just be rudimentary behavior from before the parthenogenetic mutation.
Sure.
That makes sense. Yes.
Yes.
Very interesting.
He didn't believe. He didn't hear.
Such organisms are extremely vulnerable to disease. A single strain of bacteria could wipe out the whole species. We're probably looking at conservation efforts here.
He looks around, quickly assessing the coast. I think it emits a chemical that makes it look even more like the reeds.
Yes. That would be a chiromone. A pheromone that's seemingly beneficial to the host. It usually stimulates the affected nervous system. Not a human's, of course, but perhaps a predator's.
The perpetrator seemed intoxicated somehow, like an addict. It's just a hunch, but...
There are species of bees that, under the influence of chiromones, take wasp larvae to their hives. Ants do the same with aphids, thinking they're...
He stops.
Do you think this is how it stayed hidden?
Indeed.
Nothing is off the table. But I want to stress this. The find does not have to be connected to the case. The case is 100% prosecutable, without any chiromones.
That is true.
Of course, Lieutenant. Of course. We should treat the case and the phasmid as completely separate from each other. People are not going to...
He shakes his head. Well, I have a photo.
They're not going to go for this speculation in the constabulary.
That makes sense. Conclude, it had mandibles that looked like hair. And it was completely white on the inside.
Yes, but also reed colored, beige and brown, a little green on the outside. After unfolding from a single stalk, it still retained parts that looked like reed tufts on its limbs.
It's camouflage.
Incredible. The PR value of this is exceptional. Carve discovers new species. Maybe even discovers the Insulindian phasmid. No, that's too much.
He repeats on it. Yeah, it's great for PR.
This would really help with some of the problems we've been having.
Money problems?
Absolutely, this is great. This does not say vigilante murderers to me at all. This says science, news, human interest.
He smiles.
You know, it's a really good thing you have that photo.
Yeah, that it is.
Without it,
He shakes his head. They would think I'm truly crazy. Both of us.
You're doing good here. Perhaps only for a moment, but still.
Yep. It shows my competence a little bit.
Quit while you're ahead? Or no?
No, let's not quit. The killer, Lukuana Dross. We have a strong motive for him.
Lilianovich.
Leonov. The special
Revolutionary
consultant.
matronym.
What is a revolutionary matronym?
The custom started in Grad, where they have patronyms. Krasovich, Lasovich, etc. The revolutionaries saw this as a chauvinist atavism, so they used matronyms, derived from the mother's name instead.
Okay, so that's why Lilianovich.
This man's mother was Lilian. His Lilian's son, Lilianovich. The custom was overturned after the revolution failed, but not before it made it to Revachol.
Okay, so his name makes sense.
So, it is what a soldier of the ICM would be called.
Nice.
thank you, Trond. Thank you for that piece of cultural theory.
He turns to you.
You said you have a motive?
I do.
Of course, excuse me, I just thought it was noteworthy.
It was.
He wasn't quite sure about the straggler before he heard this detail. It must have convinced him.
He killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy, hoping to start a war between a company and the Union. He killed him in an act of rage induced by the phasmids, their chemicals. No, he killed the mercenary in an act of jealousy.
Jealousy? I thought this Lilianovich was an old man. To have been hiding for 50 years. Like 70-something?
He was.
A strange psychosexual fixation, aggravated possibly by proximity to the phasmid and its chemicals. He himself gave a political reason, said he had killed an enemy combatant.
He's pretty crazy also, yeah.
Also, we have ballistics from the gun, matching the bullet found in the dead mercenary's head, and 2 officers on the scene that Mr. Dross confessed to.
He did confess to us.
It's a clean win.
That it is.
Oh, it's way more than that.
It's more than that. A perfect folding mechanism like the phasmid. It's way more than that. It'll win me Dora. No, I don't think so. It's my masterpiece. They'll teach this in cop school. I did all around. Every second was a struggle. I'm still not completely satisfied with it. It could be just a little neater. Yeah.
Get over yourself. You're not a perfectionist. You're a cop and you did a good job. With a lot of help from Lieutenant Kitsuragi.
You did help me quite a lot, yes.
And none of this can hide the smell of booze on the wind.
He buttons his jacket. Hey, come on, I'm not drunk.
God damn it. Doesn't it ever leave? It is there. Like in your bones or something.
Yeah, you should have a shower every day. That'll get rid of it.
It will pass in time.
The previous head of the Debators Union was assassinated by our killer.
This is a conversation for when we are no longer out in the open. In Martinez, where Evrard and Edgar Clare have ears everywhere.
The lieutenant lowers his voice just a little.
And eyes too. Your return from the island must not have gone unnoticed.
Yeah, but we do have this point.
Understood, of course.
I would prefer not to partake in anything union-related, for political neutrality.
The consultant is a little scared, but that's fine. The consultant too has lowered his voice.
This has to be good stuff for him to backpedal out of it at first mention.
This is good stuff. We have some good stuff. There was also a dead man on the boardwalk, a missing person I found.
Yes. Fallen through a gap in a boardwalk. Drunk.
How did you know I found him?
The body was transported to Precinct 41, our morgue. I had Tilbrook and Mullins take care of funeral arrangements and family stuff.
Yeah, I told the mother as well. Not the mother, the wife.
You're not the only cop in the world, Harry. This all comes back to us.
I solved the case though, a side case, but still.
Still,
She says
good work
quietly.
with the missing person, detective.
Thank you, see?
It's still a point for you. No denying it.
I also looked into the area of the doomed commercial area.
I don't know what a doomed commercial area is.
Rue Saint Gilsan 10, a commercial building where all businesses go bankrupt. I looked into it.
Why? That's not what you were supposed to do here.
Just,
There was a possible witness in there, and it was close to the crime scene. He was just chasing a lead and ended up advising a local shopkeeper. It was okay.
Yeah, and we spoke to the witness as well.
Of course. Call it community outreach, right?
She turns to this guy. Yeah,
Dodged the bullet there. For a moment, it seemed like you were just wasting time.
yeah, that's pretty bad. I confiscated drugs from Kuno's dad,
Who's Kuno?
the kid.
You don't want to know.
Yeah.
You're right, Lieutenant. I don't.
He turns to you.
You snorted the drugs, I know you did. It's alright. I mean, at this point, anything is but the drink.
No, I have it here, the drugs, but whatever. So, what do you say? Want to take this hot shit back? Point to yourself.
I don't want to, but you discovered a new species and solved the murder.
I did. He shrugs.
So I have to. Jude,
Anything that ends the trial is okay with me.
A quick nod. What trial?
Agreed. The public relations potential of this is too valuable to let go.
Thank you, Trent.
okay.
The return.
We have vehicles in the square, and the perpetrator needs to be taken into custody. Let's go.
Let's do this. The return is
Now,
complete.
now you will finally get to know who you are.
Wait, I have a few questions before we go, about who I am.
The man looks westward, impatiently, jingling his car keys in his pocket.
Who am I?
Who are you? You're a gym teacher, Harry.
What?
Well, obviously you're not a gym teacher anymore, but
But before?
Before you were a cop, you were a gym teacher in Coron.
Uh-huh.
It's getting really cold outside. Should we maybe...
She looks around. It's getting really cold, yeah. That does explain a lot.
Hurry! It explains everything. The running around, the jumping, the bicep girth,
So bicep
your
girth?
inexplicable facial hair,
The collection of flan sportswear I've amassed.
the fact that you don't seem to know what homosexuality is.
Great.
Also, this guy. Just everything about this guy.
Physical instrument, because I raised it, isn't it?
And this guy, too.
And my cyber flare.
God, even this javelin throwing freak here.
Oh god, contact Mike.
Of course. Contact Mike.
Uh-huh.
he's been on about Mike again.
The little shakes his
I
head.
hate that guy.
Contact Mike is a reprise of the most inspiring basic sporting principle of open competition, a 5001 rank outsider. Yeah.
Oh, you don't say.
He arcs an
Does he
eyebrow.
also vault an impassable gulf of finance and privilege?
Maybe?
It is getting cold out.
She looks around at the dilapidated fishing village. Chill out, lady. When was this? When was I a gym teacher?
In your 20s or late 20s? You've really let yourself go since then.
He looks you over. Hey, come on, I shaved, Mike. The expression is gone from my face. I don't look crazy anymore. I'm still, like, extremely swollen, but you know. You said in Quran, I was a gym teacher there?
Yes, you taught gym in Gaul. I believe that's the term. Taught gym at a high school. You were a high school gym teacher.
Alright, makes sense.
The smell of sweat and glue. The worn floorboards.
Getting my memory back.
Kuro is just east of Jamro. It was a short walk every morning to the baseball field or the sports building.
Alright, I'm getting my memory back.
High school. Harry, your goings on with Kuno, Andre, Acel, the whole thing on the ice. That's why you are so juvie.
Because I worked with kids before. Why did I join the RCM then?
The regular. You found some chick. She inspired you to fight the big fight. Be more than you are. All that.
Yeah, my wife.
You, every morning, walking from Voyager Road to teach gym. She, leaving for the academy with her spring coat on. The air filled with the smell of smoke and raspberries and incredible hope. An ocean full of hope.
All the hope's gone now. Okay, I see now. Conclude.
I knew it. I knew no normal human being can run like that. He's an honest-to-God gym teacher.
I did run a lot. Why am I like this?
It's not a mystery. Some chick fucked you over. Also, you were drunk.
Okay, makes sense.
You really went with it too. Really maximized the damage.
Was her name Dora?
Yeah. Dora England, I think.
Okay.
Not Dora Dubois.
Wait, Dora Ingerland?
Something like that. Half Vazan.
Awesome, okay.
Vasa is where beautifully and impossibly blonde people come from.
Huh. So we weren't even married.
No one is married anymore. This is Levachol.
When was this?
God, I don't know.
You think?
6 years ago, she was way before my time.
Oh, okay, 6 is not that much. Could not have been 6, 3. Let's go for 3. 6 years?
Yeah. Or 7. You're not doing too good there. It's an old man thing. 2 old years equals 1 normal year. That and the Rangalon really tore you a new one. A big one.
Alright, okay. Who was she?
Incredibly bangable.
No, I meant, what did she do?
She was incredibly fuckable.
Oh, come
A
on, man.
beautiful bourgeois woman. Wayfish. Like a Welkin, basically.
It's my wife, not my wife, but whatever, man. Come on, shut up.
Snow Welkin. Blonde Welkin.
Velkin. Oh, the Velkin of the toys, right. She was bourgeois, so she was like upper class?
Heartbreak Welkin.
Heartbreak Velkin.
Pain Welkin.
I've only seen a picture, but it's obvious you formed a real spiritual connection with how pretty she was. One you never recuperated from.
Okay, so my psychology makes some sense.
Look, the sun is going down. It's time to go home.
She turns her face to the sea. Give me a minute.
I think she taught in the Académie des Arts, east of the river. Way east. Hard to say which came first, the middle-class chick or the drink. Egg and the chicken kind of thing.
Ah, so she left when I became a drunk. Or maybe I was a drunk before she left? That would explain why she left.
My point is, you need to see a psychiatrist about this shit. Not a psychologist. Several degrees harder. Is there something harder than a psychiatrist?
He pauses
A
to think.
forensic psychiatrist? Go talk to that.
Great. Precinct 41. What kind of station is it?
Us? Well, the bloody murder station, haven't you heard? With the bad guys. No one likes us.
Huh. Okay.
That's not true. Jamrock is too big for one precinct. You are just understaffed. And everyone respects the 41st. You have Captain Price.
Apparently someone very cool.
Thank you, Lieutenant. You're being kind. It is an understaffed station and the district is too big, which is why we need to...
He tilts his head northward. Get more funding?
Get back to it. We left Torson and McLean to run the Sea Wing. It's not good.
Torson and McLean?
Mac the Torso Torson and Chester McLean.
She arcs an
They're
eyebrow.
not fit to run a wing. Believe me. Things are shaky as it is.
Well, it's nice they came here after me, even though they didn't help. But you know, whatever. They are here.
They are damn iconic though, Torson and McLean.
An iconic duo, I take it?
Yeah, not like us. Two clinically depressed old men. Where's the contrast here? We are garbage.
Okay. And the Sea Wing is?
God.
Besides.
There are 4 wings, Harry. A, B, C, and D. We're in C. It's made of losers and clock punchers. You and I reconceptualized it as a task force. It was a mistake.
It was?
There's also a lot of outside help involved, not only me.
He smiles.
Other losers too.
Great. And prices?
Ptolemy Price? He's the son of the old Price, one of the founders of the RCM.
Okay, so legendary figure.
He's one of the most highly regarded men in the force. You're lucky.
So say you.
Somewhere under the curved roof of a former silk factory, shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys, Police Captain Ptolemy Price sits behind a heavy wooden desk. Resident medic Nix Gottlieb pours him coffee. It's silent in the captain's office.
Okay. Shaped like a ladybird with 2 chimneys. Alright, that's our precinct, I guess.
They speak of change, the city, the tension on the streets. They speak of the events of April and the blood on the streets in May.
Alright. Did we recently shoot up a church by any chance? Point to the church?
So he remembers that. Yes, there may have been a raid on some churches. It wasn't good press.
I don't suspect it was.
Shooting up churches never is.
Yeah.
I was out of town, to be clear.
What happened? Why did we need to go there?
Our enemies were hiding in a church, to the best of our information. That's it. I'm not talking about this anymore. Your security clearance is shit tier right now. You have to wait for it to go up.
Alright. Maybe I could have explained why my memory went away if I had investigated more in the church. Okay, that's interesting actually.
He means it. The RCM and its enemies will not be discussed on this coast.
Yeah, I got it.
Your clearance will not go up while you're within earshot of the Union headquarters.
Makes sense. So I work in the bloody murder station. Conclude.
Okay, it's not the bloody murder station. It's an old converted silk mill with green desk lamps and a coffee corner. A lot of good people work there, hard, every day.
Well, that's good.
Jamrock is the largest ghetto in Rivershore. Faubourg, technically, but it's divided into 11 districts. Jamrock only has us.
Okay.
The press will blow over. Jamrock is lucky to have you, and it's often considered to be the greatest of the districts. You're lucky to have it.
You keep saying we are lucky, yeah? It doesn't feel like it, I think, but to them.
Thank you again, Lieutenant.
Oh, but he's nice. At least he's polite to him. The Phasmid. I need to tell Lena about this ASAP.
Who is Lena?
Cryptozoologist.
She lives at 1113 Tabernacle Road in Jamrock. Remember?
Nice, I got an address too. Cryptozoologist. She lives in Jamrock on Tabernacle Road. She told me about this Phasmid.
Tabernacle? It's on the way over. Near where you live on Perdition.
She looks at Vicumare.
Fine. If we're gonna drop you off anyway.
Alright, that's good.
She and her husband were conducting the search for the Phasmid. It's their discovery, in part.
Yeah, they get credit for it, obviously.
They should know as soon as possible. It would do you good to deliver some positive news for a change.
That would be nice. Lieutenant Kitsuragi, what will you do now?
Well, first I will go back to my station and write the most detailed report anyone has ever seen. It will have to be good to cover all these. Then I will have a serious talk with my captain.
Pay raise? About what?
Detective, we just stopped a small-scale war. Something is happening to Revachol.
He pulls up his collar and looks around. The cold spring light is reflected in the lenses of his glasses.
I don't know what yet, but it's going to be a hard spring for the RCM. We need to get ready, infiltrate, investigate.
I mean, want to do that at Station 41? You can join my team.
Talk to Captain Price? I'd rather not ruffle the feathers of two captains with my doom-mongering.
No, I mean investigate. Come work in Precinct 41.
Work with Price? I'm flattered, but I don't know if I...
Yeah, you seem good. You're good, man. A crooked smile quivers on his lips.
This truly came as a surprise to him. Not a bad one, but he's at a loss.
You would be a valuable member of my team, now that it's short on people.
Flattered? You're Lieutenant Kitsuragi. We would be flattered if you even considered.
Yeah, apparently he's also famous.
I would have to tie things up in GRIH first. But, I mean, whatever is coming, Jamrock will be more central to it than the harbor.
The lieutenant turns very serious all of a sudden. Yeah, he's going to work with us.
And we also have a huge caseload, Lieutenant.
She says with a smile.
Piles that we need to get back to. Mountains, even.
I do like the sound of that.
Recruit Detective Kim Kitsuragi. We have recruited him. Very nice.
He's really considering it.
Nice. I'm ready. End. Is it the end of the game?
Good.
She looks at you, then at Vicumare.
Fuck it, let's go. Tron brought his motor carriage. It's a 20-minute drive to Jamrock.
The man points down the street. Are we not going to get this guy first?
Under the evening sky, the great district turns on its lights. A chessboard of wooden houses, 80,000 living souls inside. Fire traps as far as the eye can see, from Main Street to Precinct 41 atop the motorway, to Boogie Street forking into the dark horizon.
Yeah.
You close your eyes and hear the dogs bark. A lone woman sits by a factory window, dreaming of meteorite strikes. On Rue de Saint-Jérôme, a square bullet slides into a square-shaped chamber. In Old South, a man without eyelids smiles. Spring has come. It's time.
It's time for the game to end.
Torsen? Yes. McLean? Yes. Idlestam? No.
Idlestam.
Vicmare? Yes. Dubois? Yes.
Hell yeah, Dubois. So, we lost Idlestam. Who the hell was Idlestam?
Really? Nick Gottlieb looks up from the list. I hear he's unstable. You say that like it's a bad thing. Captain Potomny Price gestures with a ballpoint pen.
Hey,
It's dim in
Captain
his
Potomny.
office, and the curtains are drawn. Harry's our man. He'll pull through. When he does, he'll side with the people.
Oh.
Understood. Gottlieb returns to the list. Minnow? Of course.
Oh, it's a communist thing's gonna happen. Oh my god, he'll side with the people. So these are people who will join him. Idlestam's not gonna join, but most of the police officers are gonna be with the communist uprising?
Wonderful.
The woman looks
Then
not.
can we please just go back to Jamrock now?
I suppose we can. End. Alright, there we are, just walking away. Hey. Alright. Good ending. Come on, let's go. Get in the car. Hey, Kim has a car as well, doesn't he? Or is he taking this car? Yes, he is. Alright, we can shake hands. Oh, or Shoulder and shoulder, alright. We're old friends. That's good. I still am bummed out about the pale thing in the church. I could have learned a lot more, I think. How is there still space in this car, man? It is pretty big. Don't get me wrong. Who's driving? Game is driving? Who the hell is driving? Where's the driver's seat? Disco Elysium. Alright, I mean, that was an incredible game. It's insanely good, insanely detailed. Great, like, writing. Insane, also very good music. Don't get me wrong, not just the writing was amazing. The music was great. Quests, amazing. I still wish I could have learned more about the church thing. I don't know if the game has a lot of replay value, but I don't think it matters, dude. Obviously, we could have also gotten the what do you say? Also, it's fully voiced, which was another amazing thing as well. I know that the older version maybe was not fully voiced, but now that it is fully voiced, it's an insane game. You should. And honestly, everyone should play this. It's cool. Anyway, I think it would have been amazing. Also, if I had found out about the ice, the backup in the thing, I think that all that stuff would have led me towards finding out maybe why I lost my memory. Maybe it was not just alcohol, and I could have found out stuff about that. But yeah, other than that, I mean, I tied up most of the loose ends. I didn't get the dice, which, bummed me out a little bit. I just want to see what happened with the dice, but it's fine. I mean, if I had to give this game a rating, it's a full 10, man. No game has this amount of story. Like, I know I always compare everything to Hades, and while Hades does have replay value and all, this game had incredible good length, you know. The ending was, short. I mean, after the fight, it was like wrapping up, and that felt good, honestly. That felt like a good, solid end. You know, I knew the ending was coming. We had a nice big conclusion thing where everything comes together, dude. I loved it. And while it may not have replay value, like I said, it may still, if I want to learn about more things about the story, but still, I mean, it doesn't have to be replayable for it to get a full 10. This is the perfect story-based game. 10 out of 10. Nothing better. Look at the voice acting. Wow. Okay. Good guys, I mean, all these people look very good voice acting, right? Look at that. Also, the humor was pretty good. Honestly, humor was pretty nice. I did like it. Seemed to just call me. I never got to do stuff with it. Also, maybe I would have made them scared because all of this stuff. Whatever. Still, pretty amazing game, and we got the good ending. Final cut voice acting. Did it change? Was there already voice acting, but not as much? And I think now they expanded it by adding a lot more stuff to it. Or maybe it's different languages, or is there not different languages? It doesn't matter. I mean, it's still an incredible game. And there's not really much that can be better than this. Horse-faced lady. Right. Former coal miner. Grant Hiddleston. What former mother of the scab? Okay, I have not met a lot of these people, I think. Oh well, some of these people. Video Revachol, Ruby the Investigator, Pale Driver, Large Scab. Oh, maybe... No, I never met the mother of the scab. I spoke to a few of the scabs. Cleaning Lady, Washerwoman, Insulin Indian, Phasmid. Hey, Latitude Compressor. Oh yeah. Again, that also was pretty good. The Phasmid thing, pretty incredible at the end. I did like that. Additional publishing by Whisper Games. Also, I mean, the art style. Let's not forget about the art style. Really, really inspired art style. Just very good. Final Cut translation. Demo translators. Proofreader. And I mean, if the credits just end around now, I would say good credits. I mean, again, incredible game. Makes you think about, teaches you a lot about all the different political stuff. At least a little bit. Gets you a pretty good grasp on the stuff. And I guess you're already up into different languages, but in Spanish now, which makes sense. You would want to give them things as well. Special thanks. I want to see if there is an after credits thing. Maybe we go back for a bit, maybe to see a little bit more. Also, I like the credits are going fast. No one's really gonna want to sit through it then to see if special things happen. So yeah, making it go fast is pretty good. Shouldn't last that long. I already had Korean stuff. And it is voice acted also in all these different languages. I mean, this game is insane effort on a smaller team, I think. Really good work. Really good game. I loved all the quests. I love the using in memory. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff in here, honestly. So yeah, don't know what more to say. What would have been done better? Fast travel. It would have been kind of nice to have a little bit of fast travel, or maybe they did have fast travel. I just never figured it out. But yeah, nice fast travel would be pretty interesting. Good to have. Other than that, I mean, maybe like a sword. Maybe that takes away from the charm of the game, though. Like when you want, like let's say, one physical instrument, you click a button and you like equip all your clothes, which give you the highest physical instrument possible. But maybe that takes away from the essence of the game. You're supposed to sit and like sort through all your stuff. That's the whole thing. Maybe I add special thanks to the community. Good. What the hell is Testronic LPA? Testing? Were there any bugs in the game? I don't think so. I don't believe I found any bugs. Like when I couldn't pick stuff up, it was because of my damn mouse. I got a new mouse. I got a new headphones. Very soon. That'll be good. PR by Dead Good PR. Honestly, that's a pretty nice name. Mac. So it's on Mac as well. Like really, it's an old game, I know, it's pretty old, but the graphics hold up, music, art, story, gameplay, all amazing. Obviously, you need to, appreciate a story. It's not got a lot of action, it's not an FPS game, but, doesn't matter. And we got poems and all, and licenses. Now, this has got, like, it's full of licensed music, but I kept it on anyway. Get the full experience. I don't make any money on this anyway. What the hell are new humans? Oh, and Ziggy the dog. New humans are children who were born to developers, right? And we have a dog, Ziggy the dog, and playtesters. It's the kind of game I would love to playtest anyway. And we got full special thanks. The credits, obviously, honestly, not that long. And everybody at Laran Studios. Additional special thanks. Okay, well, come on, man. You have special thanks and additional special thanks. And how many special thanks can you have? You know what I mean? But yeah, I heard a lot of hype about this game. Honestly, one of the few games lives up to the hype. I might even say it exceeds it. I'm a sucker for good writing. Good writing gets me really going. And this had good writing, man. This had some really good writing. What are these? They're different teams. Oh, there you go. Unity and Afterfire as well. Was it made in Unity? Why the hell is Unity mentioned here? I thought it was got its own engine or something. Oh, here we go. We add symbols now. 2019. So I guess the final cut was released in 2019. Mankind, be vigilant. We love you. Mankind, we love you. Slowing down as well. Okay, pretty cool. There you go. And then Zam will just stay there, or will it just leave? Oh, I think. I don't know. It's very slow. Mankind, be vigilant. We love you. Alright. Is that the end of the credits? Again, amazing music as well. Ah, there you go. Oh. Hold on that for a second. Ah. Alright. Well. We can load up the autosave. Can we go all the way back? Oh, wow. 7th May, I think this is real time. Alright, well. Detective mode. Automatically highlighted, Total Agent, hardcore mode. It's existentially difficult. Alright, well. That's that. I guess I'll see you all. Is this number of hours played? No, this is just time. Okay. Well, whatever. I played this for a while. Amazing game. Great review. Play it. Honestly, just play it. It's incredible. Anyway, see you in the next one. which will be, I don't know what, honestly. Let's see.